All right, let's go. Good morning, everybody. Welcome, welcome, welcome from all over the country. We're excited to be with you this morning. Listen, I tell you, this is Wake Up to a Con. And if it's your first time being here, we welcome you. Let me tell you something. I'm going to get out the way because you know what happens on Monday? We get to hear from our CEO. And as I was thinking about this, when you have a CEO, that chief executive officer, there's so many qualities and traits that they should have. And one of those qualities is foresight. And foresight means to be a critical thinker and plan for all the possibilities. Because guess what? They deal with a lot of stuff all at the same time. And they're responsible for steering our company in the right direction. And that's the kind of CEO that we have, guys. We're going somewhere. We're going billion-dollar big. And see, they've got to be able to think out the box. And let me tell you something, we have that kind of CEO who is taking us to billion-dollar big. Please welcome everybody this morning, our CEO, Melissa Boston. Melissa, are you out there?
Dr. Roz, I am here. Oh my goodness. Good morning. Good morning. Good morning to you. Just so thankful for you and all that you do. When I hear you give me this gracious introduction and so humbly introduce the callers, I really have to give it back to you. When I think about what you've done and the impact you've made, I mean, it's amazing how this industry works. You know, you meet people for the first time. Sometimes it's just years ago. And Dr. Roz, honestly, I can't imagine what life was like before without you because you have been so instrumental in the day-to-day success of what we do, how you really just execute your department, the VP of communications, ensuring that everything, gets on our app, you put everything on YouTube. So just appreciate all that you do. And thank you, thank you, thank you. And it's always exciting when I wake up and I hear people dialing in from all across the country. I want to just say good morning, good morning, good morning, good morning to everyone on the line. If you are joining us for the first time, I want to thank you for waking up with us to Akana so that you can learn more about what's happening in our world and how you could benefit. But let's first talk about the meaning of Akana. Means in the hands of God. In fact, our vision and our mission are very critical to the day today of how we operate our business. And our mission is we believe health, wealth, freedom, and legacy are our birthright. By offering the most life-changing products and an innovative business, we empower people to elevate to their full potential. In fact, when I think about when we first launched the brand Akana and how everything just came together, everything flowed, and the vision we created was to elevate the well-being of your body and soul. And I want you to think about what that really means and the impact that's going to make here in the U.S. and all around the world. And it's just exciting because, yes, we're here in 2024. We've been talking about more in 2024. We've talked about no more also because there's some things that in this year, we refuse to bring into this year. We wanted to leave it behind in 2023. And there's so much progress we're actually even seeing at our home office. I'm going to talk about some of that. Really want to thank everyone who's been instrumental in helping us get big things done, guys, because yes, big things are happening here at Akana. In fact, one of the things I'm going to announce this morning is our next billion-dollar big boot camp, okay? We have decided we're going to take this show on the road. We started it off in Virginia, and it was so awesome, guys. We had, a sold-out boot camp. We had a chance to go there to Goshen, Virginia, and then we went to Indiana, okay? And that was amazing. Had a chance to even be at the Madam C.J. Walker facility. Well, now we are taking the boot camp to Texas. So we're going to launch it first in Dallas. We see ourselves at some point coming back to Houston because we want to make sure we hit all the markets where we see lots of momentum. But our very first stop in Texas will be Dallas. And it's going to happen March 8th, 9th, and 10th. So if you want to be there with us, not only do you want to secure your ticket, but you want to get it at the lowest price possible. And today you're going to actually be able to secure your ticket for less than $150, okay? And that's going to cover your boot camp training. It's going to cover your attendance there for Saturday and Sunday. There will be a mixer on Friday night, so stay tuned on details regarding that. In fact, There's a hotel there at the Hilton Garden. It's in Duncanville, Texas. I don't know if you have heard of Duncanville, Texas, but we're going to be there in Duncanville, and we want you to be there with us. I know many people have already been looking up their flights, so you want to go secure your flight. You want to secure your ticket on Sunday. I advise, if you can, get an evening flight out, because we will be there in the morning and some of the afternoon, but we do understand some people have obligations where they have to be back at a certain time because of course, your job commitments on Monday. So you decide what works best for you, but just know Saturday is a full day. Okay, we're going to be together. We're going to actually have some exciting opportunities, not only to go through things that you know that are important, whether it's skill set with utilizing what we have existingly, whether it's videos and apps and things of that nature. But what I'm super excited about is this is the boot camp in which we're going to really dive into that hands-on training when it comes to networking and building your business online. So yes, we have a special session, okay, for those of you who wanted to always really understand how to utilize the tools, like Facebook, like Instagram, how you can really connect. We have something even on those reels. I know some of you have felt like, I don't know how to do this. And so we're going to have a chance to really work together. What I see happening over the weekend, just like we witnessed in Indy, where many of you didn't just come there and had a chance to learn and receive all this knowledge, but you actually had an opportunity to walk away with money in your pocket, with new customers, with new sales. That's the power of a boot camp. Don't look at the ticket price, okay? Look at the fact that you can turn this weekend into an opportunity to put cash in your pocket, to rank advance, to take your business to the next level, because you're going to have so many powerful leaders there with you. Our diamonds are going to be there with you so that you can learn from them hands-on training. In fact, our diamond extraordinaire in Texas, Gigi Harris herself, is the host of this awesome event. And so you're going to hear more from her in the upcoming weeks as she shares some of the items we're putting together to ensure you guys win and you win big, okay? And so you don't want to miss this opportunity. Again, oftentimes when we do trainings online, and that's always great, Zooms are great, but isn't it amazing when you finally have a chance to be sitting next to someone, right? And they can show you maybe the things that you're frustrated with. A lot of times people are so frustrated with because they don't know how to use something exactly. Maybe there's some issues where even your own website, maybe you don't even know fully how that works. But when people are next to you, and it's like holding your hand, side by side. But not only that, it's going to give you a chance to break out of your shell. We often say that when you're at home by yourself and you're trying to make those phone calls, people procrastinate. That's really the reality. And I know a lot of times, we come into this new year, we want new things to happen, but unfortunately, old habits, what they say, die hard, okay? And so if you feel like a part of your issue is yourself, because let's just be honest, right? A lot of our challenge in growing our business is the person who we stare down every day in the mirror, right? You might have goals, you might have ideas, but for whatever reason, you just can't seem to get on that phone, make the phone calls you want to make on a consistent basis. Even though we made it simple, we said, hey, 5 contacts, right? Getting those 5 marbles moved every day. That's as little as you need to do to really build a big business, but it's a consistency that you need to do over time. But it's amazing how when you come to boot camps like this, now all of a sudden, you're going to find courage that you didn't even know you had, okay? And so there's a lot of fun activities. If you were with us in Indy and you appreciated some of the live interaction, how we really turned a lot of this over to you so that you could really be an active participant. We had role play. We had the skits. It was just electrified, okay? So imagine that and take it up a notch, okay? So again, even more exciting, a lot of hands-on interaction, a lot of time to work with you so that we can be in those rooms together, making those phone calls. In fact, that evening is going to be real exciting because we're going to do a lot of training on Saturday, but that evening is really going to be that application part, that war room, okay, where we're together, making those calls, making those connections on social media, high-fiving, having a chance to work with your groups that we're going to also put together during the breakout sessions, making new friendships, new relationships. Boot camps change lives, okay? We've been a part of companies that, yes, we've helped to take them to billion-dollar big. We've advised billion-dollar companies, right? And so what we've always known is one of the glues of any business is not just training, but it's building culture. And it's not until you get a chance to come together. Think about what COVID did. COVID really kind of changed society. I mean, people are isolated more than ever. And many people since the pandemic just really haven't came out of that total isolation. And so when we get back together in these boot camps, it's creating culture, it's creating new friendships, new relationships. And this is how you build a sticky business. And so you don't want to just be there with us at boot camp, but guess what you want? You want to be there at boot camp, okay? And you want to be there with at least one person from your team. If you were at our Indiana boot camp, and maybe now you're thinking about coming to Dallas, what you want to think about is not just being with us in Dallas, but who on your team, who's the partner that you're going to bring, so that you can start to learn the aspect of duplication that leads to multiplication, right? And that leads to how your business grows exponentially. If you were there, let's say with maybe 5 people, maybe you want to think about how do we get 10 people with us? Because the more people that you have at boot camp, I'm telling you, the more you're going to see your business soar. We're going to have an opportunity also, just like we did in Indy, to have a live community in there so that we can actually help people to learn their blood type. We can help them to also learn how they're functioning on the inside. And that's the other amazing thing about boot camp. It's like taking the bioscan on the road, right? It's like taking it and going on a tour. Imagine just popping up in cities, having an opportunity to invite full churches out. I mean, just think about the strategy now. You know about boot camp right now. You have to wait until boot camp to start working it. We're going to actually have some special flyers just like we had before. But this time, we're going to actually ensure that you get some of those flyers and the details in advance, because our goal is to not only have you have people that you can invite while you're in Texas, but we want you to make those calls now, send those emails out now, invite the churches and friends that you know now, so that you can actually have an opportunity to get to Texas and perhaps have a few people in the audience as guests. How powerful would that be? And so just know all of that is already right now on our site. In fact, the tickets say $170, but guess what? You're getting a 15% discount off when you go and buy your ticket. In fact, anything you purchase today, you're going to see a 15% discount. So you're going to secure your ticket again for under $150. So exciting. The next big event that we're having, it's going to be our 420 annual celebration. Hopefully you've marked your calendar, because that's going to be the weekend of the 18th, 19th, 20th, and 21st. And I'm super excited because the 420 this year falls on a Saturday. Is that pretty cool? And so, yes, we're going to have just a big, huge anniversary party. I mean, we are going to really have a chance to show Chicago, really what's up, because you're going to have an opportunity, just like with the boot camps. You want to get some guests at least one of the events that we're going to have that weekend. So you want to come in early. For those of you who are Black Card members, guess what you're going to want to do? You're going to want to make sure you get in early. If you're Diamond Card members too, you're going to have an opportunity to leverage it as well, because of our, guess what, our new wellness spa. Oh my goodness. We have a Zoom coming up this week for all of you who are lifers with the company, because you get access to the spa. I want to thank our team. No Sleep is at it again, okay? I mean, they were there last night to, oh my goodness, almost midnight, led by the phenomenal Tracy Bolton. Okay, Tracy was there. Our awesome, phenomenal Dr. Betty was in the house. She is our awesome medical director, really over our compliance, and really helps also with our warehouse and products. And so it was phenomenal to see the team last night show up and show out, because we're in that final stretch. We've been giving away boatloads of sanitizer. In fact, if you're in Chicago and you know a church and you know a school, we've literally pumped out about, oh my goodness, I know it had to be at least 400 gallons, guys, 400 gallons of hand sanitizer and hard surface cleaner. They're now setting in 5-gallon buckets, okay? And so now what we're doing with the remaining product, we've had a chance to move that out of our wellness spa now, okay? So now when we do our Zoom video and we show you the new update, you know, those big tanks that we showed you the last time, well, guess what? Those have been empty, and today they're moving out the building, and now it's making room for us to have a big announcement that's happening this week, but only those of you who are lifers and Black Card holders will know all the details. And so you're going to get a special link from Dr. Roz with an invite so that we can invite you in, take you on a tour, and let you know what is in store and how we're so flat out excited about this new phase of our company where we're going to have these wellness spas all across the country. We're starting right here in Chicago. And for those of you who come to the 420 celebration, you're going to have an opportunity to have overnight stays there. So what I would encourage you to do, yeah, you can come in on the 18th, but you might want to come in on the 17th, the 16th. In fact, our booking system for this also launches this week. So you're going to be able to go in, you know, make your bookings, secure your spot. We're going to reserve that week exclusively for Akana so that everyone who is coming to the 420 celebration will have a big opportunity to get all your hours in, okay, to get all your healing in, and have an opportunity maybe to even invite some family and friends. And speaking of our wellness spa, we are having a grand opening, and that's going to kick off the new spa, so just stay tuned for that. You know, we promised all of our awesome staff and volunteers, whether it's Tracy, Dr. Betty, thank you, Dominique, Sonol, thank you, Audrey, thank you, Dorothy, Dion. I mean, everybody that's participated in any capacity, we just say thank you, thank you, thank you, thank you, thank you. And so we're going to actually have something for our volunteers, for our staff, where they're going to have a chance to spend some time in our wellness spa first, okay? And so we are definitely excited about that. But then guess what? Our Black Card holders are next. So we're going to have a day where it's just for you, no public, just all Black Card. In fact, we're going to have several days for our Black Cards, our Diamond Lifers. Don't worry, you're also on our minds and hearts, okay? So we're going to have a day that you can also participate as well, because you guys do get certain access levels, even though yours isn't at the level of the Black Cards. You do get some level of access as well. But here's what I need, guys. Here's what I need, okay? Now that we've transferred all of this hard surface cleaner, all of this sanitizer into the Akana office. So when you walk in now, you know, normally you see that big founder's wall, and now you're going to see 5-gallon buckets, okay? Literally all across that wall. I mean, we're talking about 400 gallons, okay? 400 gallons of sanitizers and hard surface cleaners. And what you really need to understand, this is an opportunity also for you to show some good faith in the community by actually blessing your church or school, because what you could do by just paying for the price of the bucket, the buckets with the tops and lids, we got the nice fancy buckets, so they don't have the big Home Depot logo on it, okay? So they're just white and with the black top, but those buckets cost $11, right? $11. And so what you're going to have an opportunity to do to pay for the price of the bucket, and let's say you want to bless your church, you want to bless your school, you want to let them know, because think about it, you guys are distributors, right? And so just like we do good things in the community, whether we have food drives or we're at our police station, giving them sanitizers, giving them face masks, for everyone who wants to do that, right? You can actually come, you know, secure your big 5 gallons for your churches or school, and all you're paying for is the price of the bucket, right? $11 for the bucket. All that great cleaning product is yours for free, okay? You can go bless your church. You can bless your school. Let's go spread some good community, right? All across Chicago. Let's not only that we've cleared out those gallons and totes, but let's clear now out the lower part of the lobby, okay? Because that will be there until we get this out there to people that need this. I mean, that hard surface cleaner, guys, is freaking awesome. We're talking about non-flammable. We're talking about approved by the CDC. It kills 99.99%, and it's non-toxic to pets and non-toxic to our kids. I mean, that is what we need, healthy things like that in the community that really, really work. And what's really cool about it, even though it has no smell, it's odorless, so you can put a little peppermint oil. That's what we do when we mop. We put a little peppermint oil in it to give it that scent. But you can actually take that product, right, and you could utilize it as a way to spray down areas and surfaces. And so think about police stations, right, where they're housing all of these people. And even think about now with all the immigrants, right? These places where there's massive amounts of people, but when you spray our hard surface cleaner, it keeps killing germs and viruses for up to 24 hours. So this is something so beneficial, but we've got to just, hey, guess what? Let's be part of the solution. Let's go help. In fact, also too, for those of you who might want to take it a little further because you really want to take it to the next level, we actually have some phenomenal face masks, okay, that for the price of a donation, you can just donate whatever you want, and we'll give you a whole box of face masks that you can take to your local police station, you can take to your schools, because again, we do these things already as a company. A lot of times we've been featured on the news for doing stuff like this, but you are your own company. You're building a company within the company. So why not think about your strategy on how you want to make an impact on the community by saying, hey, listen, I'll donate, the price of a bucket so I can go and make some good cheer, giving out $100 value. Those 5 gallons, guys, 1 gallon sells for $40. You get 5 of those, okay? It's like a $200 value you're getting for the price of a bucket. And now you can spread such a good cheer, help keep our schools safe, our churches safe. And when you show up at the office today, tomorrow, whatever day, all you need, bring cash, okay? We'll write your name down so we'll know who participated. And then you'll be able to take those buckets with you, okay? And so hopefully everyone decides they want to be a part of that. But I wanted to get that message out just so we can all, be a part of this next big chapter as this new wellness spa kicks off and we have our big, epic grand opening, okay? And speaking of the wellness spa, another thing that comes with our Akana Black Card and Lifers is the new revenue share, okay, which is super exciting. And so I know our key team, led by Christian Phillips and Kathy Weathersby, they've been working diligently to shore up those numbers for the Lifers versus Black Cards versus Founders. And so I do know there's some exciting news that's going to be dropping in the e-wallets, okay, between, I think, today and tomorrow. So it's going to be some extra money for some of y'all. So good job in deciding to be an Akana Lifer. And for those of you who did it, remember, we automatically took care of your Founders customer requirement. So you didn't have to worry about any customers. And so they went ahead and secured that not only you got your 0.5, but you're also getting the 1%. How exciting is that? And so with that being said, guys, I'm going to just end this with a quick quote. And this is a quote that really resonated with me today. It says, the only limit to our realization of tomorrow will be the doubts of today, okay? And I want you to really think about how we should and shed our doubts, right? Embrace the limitless, okay? Hear me out. The limitless potential of the future, right? Let's remind ourselves that doubts are the only true obstacle that's in our way on the path to progressing and taking our life to the next level. Are you ready to take your life to the next level? Okay, well, let's do what? Let's get rid of the doubts. Let's live our life not just by faith, right, but also by works, okay? We're going to have our faith, our works eliminate doubt, and just know that as we told you from the beginning, this is the year, 2024 for more. This is the year we're going to see things magnify, and they're going to magnify to our favor, and we're going to see some epic things, and you're going to hear more about so many exciting things coming, like our international expansion and so much more. And so with that being said, it is time to get our rebound on with our awesome DJ, Dr. Roz, okay? So let's rebound with Akana. Let's save our strands with our trichologist, Doris Mosley. That happens at 2:30 p.m. Central. And then tomorrow, let's wake up with our phenomenal CSO, Phyllis Nash, so that we can participate in the Diamond Factory. And with that being said, we want each and every one of you to have an Akana day. We will launch our Valentine's specials too. I did want to get that plug in, guys. We have 2 exciting Valentine's specials coming. One of them will deal with chocolates, okay? So stay tuned for that, because we're going to see you where? At the top, at the very top, at the tip top.